Hello everybody, just the follow-up video to the other video that I did the other day. Was the Conor Mcgregor fight fixed? Yes, it was, wasn't it? Let's say it as it is. We know it was fucking fixed. They can say what they want to say, whatever they want to do, they can say. We know full well the people that have got a brain or a few brain cells will totally know that this fight was fixed. So let's just cut all the shit and let's carry on from where I was the other day. Now, first of all, I apologise for the sound. I've been using Voice Banana and I had it on the wrong setting, and I'm pretty sure that's the case where my vocal sounded a bit choppy. So hopefully today that's been rectified. Like I said, since the other day, I've been watching other videos, and I just want to say this as well before I go any further, that I wasn't influenced by any other videos. I did a YouTube search, I did the Google search, and at the time because the time scale and difference between this country and the States is about 8 hours, there was nothing that came through. So I wasn't influenced. It was just something. It was just one of those things. I watched the fight, stayed up till 5 a.m. British time, GMT, and to watch a fight that lasted 40 seconds, which, even though I was tired and half asleep, I just sat there thinking, rigged. Straight away, there was no. You think about, was it rigged? It was rigged. There was absolutely no doubt about it. Everything was so obvious to me that it was unbelievable. I mean, I've said this in the first video. What type of person, after being smacked in the face by the shoulder smash that I've never seen before in professional UFC, it's probably happened, but I've not seen it recently. Who would, after the first smash to the face, and possibly give benefit to the doubt the second one, leave the face there for the third one? Yeah? Who would do that? Without trying to cover up, defend, counter, whatever else. Cerrone did nothing. He didn't try and push him away. I've watched the stills on some of the photos from the fight, and some of the stills show Cerrone's not even trying to tie him up, hold him. It was just to me, it was so obvious. And then, okay, it must have hurt a little bit getting shouldered in the face, but okay, he's still standing at this stage. So I'm looking, and then what else does Conor do after that? He does a kick, which the end of his toes catch Cerrone's face ever so slightly, not the full flat of the foot. You know, the top of the foot, the top flat of the foot, just the little toes graze Cerrone, and then a few little baby punches, as far as I'm concerned, struck him. And throughout all of this, Cerrone stood there and did jack shit about it. Unbelievable. I mean, I've watched so many videos and listened to so many people's views on how this could be physically possible to a man like Cerrone, who is a seasoned pro, who's got the best, record in the history, could be took out like this. It just added fuel to an already blazing fire. You know what I'm saying? It's just too, you know what I mean? It was just fucking blatant stuff. But I did have something that I wanted to kind of read. It was a full in-depth article that was put on. I got from Google, but for some unknown reason, I went back to kind of recite a little bit from it because it was really interesting. Pretty much saying what everyone's saying, what most people are saying. Well, a lot of people are saying about it being fixed, and I couldn't find it. So basically, what I've been doing is I've been, as you can see, I've got videos in front of me, and just there's so many. I mean, I didn't even go down to the bottom, but fix. You can go on and on and on, and obviously, not everyone can be wrong. But it's just one of those, isn't it? The article did go on to say why it was fixed, and let's be honest, someone else mentioned it in a comment that it would be about the money aspect. It would be about also McGregor's popularity. He'd lost so much respect. He'd lost so much clout after he attacked the old man in the pub. That, obviously that video went viral because, he strikes a 70-year-old man because he doesn't want to taste or drink or probably even associate with Conor McGregor, knowing how bad he's been in the past. But he does. Let's just say it's about the drink. He doesn't want to taste his below average proper whiskey. So he punches the old man in the face. And I must highlight this fact as well, that I read an article yesterday, and the old man that he struck, assault, he received in compensation €1,000, which is 875 British pounds. That's what he got for the assault from Conor McGregor, who is a multi-millionaire, who's absolutely got millions of pounds, and that's all the poor old man got for his troubles, and did nothing wrong to Conor McGregor. But this is where we are, isn't it, in life? It just shows. Nothing surprises me. Money's always the key to everyone, the key to power, and it just shows right there in that one instance. But not only that, I mean, look at what he was doing before Khabib absolutely took him to the cleaners, absolutely destroyed McGregor. He smashes the buzz window. He causes assault. He assaults again. He makes threats. I mean, you know what's been going on, and this is obviously going to be a part of why he's now lost a lot of respect. I used to kind of look up to him. He kind of was the type of person that I thought was one of those who, spoke from the heart, started with nothing, worked his way to the top, and got what he wanted in life. And he was influential. I could see he was influential to a lot of people. A role model to younger people, and he kind of brought me into, along with his humour, that was, he's quite funny, to be fair. He brought me into the sport to get more into it, but now, I got to the stage once he started doing all these things and being racist in Moscow, talking about Russians, disrespecting Khabib's family and all that kind of stuff, attacking the old man and all the other things that he did. It just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I thought, enough's enough, I'm not interested. And it really did put me off watching UFC. But as it stands, you hear that he's back in the headlines, and for me it was curiosity, and on top of that, hoping that Cerrone would beat the living daylights out of him, to be quite honest, or quite hoping that Donald Cerrone would win. Although I was quite neutral, I'd rather have Donald win, because I think that, to me, the way I felt is that McGregor needed to be taught a lesson. But I was noticing things pre-fight. The interviews that McGregor did on his own talk. He was just too nice. You know what I mean? There's, all of a sudden, Cerrone got a bit of history 5 years ago, back 3 or 4 years back, whatever. And there was history. They're going to do this to each other, do that to each other. And all of a sudden, now in the future, we've got like McGregor after all the shit. And okay, he's got to come back now. He's got to show that he's got to put a face on, because and a front on, because he's lost a lot of support. There's no doubt about that, in his own country, all over the world. So he's got to put some sort of an act on. I understand that. I get that, but he was just over the top with it. It just didn't make sense. Didn't make sense on how nice he'd become, this super gentleman now who had the utmost respect for the cowboy now, and it just seemed false. It really did. It seemed like an interview that you get on a WWE fight. So anyway, after watching that, I then go on to watch the whole press conference, and I realised and noticed something from Dana White, who you can see in the photo right there, that he just did not seem right at the start of that conference. He greeted the cowboy very respectfully, with a smile and happiness, sincere. There was sincerity about him when he was addressing the cowboy. But when McGregor come on, it was totally different. Now, I can't explain exactly what I felt, but I just felt that something wasn't right. There wasn't that warmth that he used to have, the warmth that he used to have towards Conor, that kind of a bond that they used to have. They were always smiling and being friendly. It just wasn't there. And it came across to me is that Dana White was just thinking, you know what? We've had to do something. It was just like an admission of guilt to me that this was a fucking fix. I don't know. And I know that people are going to say, well, I don't know. He just gave me the vibe. Okay, let's just put it like that. So I just thought from that conference, from that interview, something wasn't right with Dana. Something wasn't right between him and Conor. There was a rat. I could smell a rat. So to me, it was alarm bell straight away. There's a lot of things that set alarm bells before the fight. Now, to be honest, I've saw a few videos by, is it Shale? I don't know his second name, but he's someone I do actually watch, Shale something, I can't remember his name. A UFC fighter that did quite well. Had 2 really good fights with Anderson Silva, was it? But I didn't read what he said, but I know that I didn't listen to what he said. I know one of his videos was how good is Conor McGregor. Now, I don't know whether he's made any sense, whether he believes that, you know, Conor McGregor's just that good and he's involved or he knows more about it. Obviously, he's big with UFC, so maybe he knows that it's a fix too. Maybe he's in on it, who knows? But again, something I'll probably have a look at a bit later on. Have a look at his videos and see what he's got to say. But you know, you just, like I say, you just scroll down here. You can go on and on and on and on. The amount of videos here that are saying this fight's fixed, and on top of that, they're losing the respect and, you know, for the game, for UFC. The impact's going to go on. It's caused some serious question marks, and it's caused a lot of people to be upset and why wouldn't they be? A lot of people are paying good hard work, you know, money that they've worked for, that they go out for the subscriptions and stuff like that. They don't want to be paying for a fake fight. Well, they're being ripped off. It's you know, you look at it on a bigger scale, people are being ripped off. You know, if it's a fixed fight, they're being ripped off, man. Fuck that. Why should they pay for it? And on top of that, you know, people have got respect for these fighters as well, haven't they? They've got the respect for fighters. A lot of them have followed Cerrone, and a lot of people have followed McGregor, and when things like this happen, you know, the question marks are, well, you know, how many other times has this happened? We all know the Mayweather. Well, most people know the Mayweather McGregor was just about money, and that was another crock of shit. I personally believe that Dana White's as crooked as a barrel of snakes. He'll do whatever he needs to do to make things happen and get money. And you know, it's just kind of like I was going to say, it makes sense that with all the shit that McGregor's gone through, he's lost his relevance, he's lost his crowd, he's lost his appeal. You know, what's the best thing to do? Put him in against someone who's got a whole heap of respect, who's very, very tough, and make him look absolutely spectacular and dropping him in 40 seconds. Easy done, isn't it, when there's a lot of money revolving around in this entertainment business. Right, I am going to cut it short now. I could take this video on quite a lot longer, but I'm not going to, because to some people I'm probably only going to be saying the same things or whatever what other people are saying. But I just wanted to get my opinion across, and this is my opinion. Any comments, please leave. I will answer them, definitely, as long as they're respectful. I don't know beef. Obviously, if you disagree with things I've said, I understand that. We're all entitled to our opinions, and sometimes we get it wrong. So as long as it's all nice and cheerful and happy, that's good, because there's enough shit going on in this world these days, man. You know, there's enough horrible nastiness and hate, you know, and people attacking each other left, right and centre. Let's keep it peaceful. Let's just keep it peaceful. Let's be nice to each other. So on that note, take care of yourself wherever you're in the world, and thanks for watching.